folks. This is Dr. Freedom, and I have a special report for you. Now, I've been hearing from some sources of mine of a very interesting project that is, I guess, green-lighted from what they're saying, and is 100% confirmed according to another source. But apparently, a K9 animated series is in the works, at least according to these sources. And that this stems from a possible movie that was under development that has now been turned into a series. I've been told production will take place in Canada, and that they're possibly already receiving wanting pitch ideas for a series 2 of this. Now, how many episodes there will be, I do not know, but they seem to have a lot of faith in it if they're already looking for ideas for series 2. Kind of weird. But here's the problem with the history of K9 and all that. Now, one of the original K9 spin-offs that came out was K9 and Company, of course, with Liz Sladen being Sarah Jane Smith. And they hung on to that as canon, as you saw with, School Reunion, all the way back in series 2 with David Tennant, where she turns up and she has K9 with her. Now, also, she had K9 with her all the way back in the 5 Doctors as a result of this particular spinoff. Now, there was a K9 series that came by just a few years ago, but the problem is the fellows who own the rights to K9 had no rights or permission to use anything from Doctor Who. So that's why when you watch that series, and I think it was based out of Australia, I'm going off the brain noggin here, but it starts with K9 backing out of this, whatever effect, and he's in his original mode. Then he engages a regeneration circuit and turns into flying K9 that we see later. But, I don't know if this will tie in with Doctor Who at all. I have no idea how it's going to work. Now, there were a couple guys out there who were trying to put together a movie of K9 versus Omega. Now, I don't know if this is stemming from that project or not, because I was sitting here thinking, it's like, look, I don't like to disparage people on their ideas or, being creative, but how are you going to do a K9 versus Omega when you have no access to the Doctor Who universe? It's like, who are you going to explain Omega as being? Just a really cranky dude? Because you can't say he's a Time Lord, you can't say he's from Gallifrey. And the same thing with K9, you can't tie him to the Doctor at all. So, I don't know if it's going to be one of those deals where, once again, it's going to be K9 probably out on his own. At least that's my theory. Now, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think a K9 animated series will work? I think it'll likely be aimed towards kids. I don't know. I'll leave the discussion up to you. Let me know in the comment box what you think about this. K9, the animated series. What do you think? All right, till next time, everybody, please take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, COVID is still out there. Be careful, wear a mask, wash your hands, do all that stuff, okay? Stay healthy, stay alive, and I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night.